Yeah, what do you want? I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements. I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with a basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle. Every new warrior has to fear to understand how to beat it. You must know that. The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below. The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life. I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know? Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough there as it is. You don't want to overload yourself on stims. Otherwise, you might destroy your adrenal system. A real warrior knows his own limits and doesn't overestimate himself. There anything else you need? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Statement. I have little knowledge of that to impart, Master.
Kukumo no ba muliraj. Ci gratulo da pograshi oneo kompa ci tomo mochuba. Ka ci kun ita hodonga. Jeda badwana ni di bobo. Tong na bungsha nununya. Tong patukas magdale. Chanchak bulara. Umrao cheese gaduchi. On chubanijishka yanki, titoke gratun kun chicha kun king kachachonobra. Runda di hotonga kun hankami, wana kun bez ching palamule tong king ba nunotek. Achuta, wonga kun bis dolbi kikoyana, tong patugas maktilia. Onda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek.
Mucho shakapaka.
Tolpa da pongwale kando na gugu chuchut. Kabadum ku pilio botenya. Bonanay kuchu. Hawaga boska chokola. Mucha shag panka.
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
Takom jus tak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hotunga.
Tong abuk shami nonok. Tong ki ba non tontek. Selima wanga kun bikin.
Tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundoga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wok.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Kashyyyk is a lush but simple and undeveloped world. I would not have expected to find the alien technology of a star map here. The Wookiees of Kashyyyk make their home high among the Rosha branches. Only their bravest warriors dare to descend into the forbidding depths of the forest. If the star map is located far beneath us on the planet's surface, as our vision seems to suggest, it's unlikely the Wookiees even know of its existence. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Yes, what's on your mind? I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league. It doesn't, I know. It's been a while since I've even had to think about that sort of thing. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain on the backside, haven't I? Well, I guess I should be at least a little pleased that I haven't lost my touch. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology? Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner?
How can I help? Yes, I did end that quite abruptly, didn't I? Perhaps a master could have addressed my questions with the proper wisdom, but I never should have brought it up here, not with you. Part of my purpose on this mission was to guide you in the way of the light, to help you avoid the temptations of the dark side. But I fear I've failed in that task. I don't think I'm the proper Jedi to guide you. I'm no master. You should have remained with the Council. The fact of the matter is, I have never possessed much skill at controlling myself. With the bond that joins us, it seems I have even less. You have maintained the path of the light side, but it has been in spite of my influence, not because of it. It's increasingly obvious I am unable to guide you properly. That's kind of you to say, but I think the evidence speaks for itself. I think I may have made a very big mistake. I simply hope that you are not the one who pays the price, ultimately, for the fact that I can't help you enough. That's a kinder response than I deserve, and I can see there is wisdom in your words. You continue to be there for me, don't you? Even after I keep pushing you away, you're still around when I need you most. You're like no man I've known before, and you're nothing like what I expected you to be after the Council sent us on this mission together. Well, just different, I suppose. Things are not going as I thought they would. I need time to think about all this. We should continue on with our mission for now.
dan kelfa. Orisi dan kelfa. Tuntus lapan ibu kelfa. Orisi dan kelfa. Undasta siapa. Usta kelkis. Kolotusta.
Yeah?
Sure.
Gotcha. Simple. Gotcha. Simple.
What?
Just to patch nemo. Ki ita kanki chan na kilikon. Kimba muli rap wana ji. Kimba no kung mixet abon. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Tang chiwa aita kang kicha na super nibo. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ali unko tune chuna muli ra. Tangi wama jiko na. Chiwa aita kang kicha na super nibo. Kun muli ra. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ali unko tune chuna muli ra. Tangi wama jiko na. Chua penti. Yun patisa. Ichuba jiko. Chiwa aita kang kicha na super nibo. Kun muli ras nimo poi wanga kakincha na wabakaon. Aita ka chong chicha. Agi unko tune chuna muli ra. Tangi wama jiko na. Chiwa aita kang kicha na super nibo. Kun muli ras nimo poi wanga tangi wama ji. Chiwa aita kang kicha na super nibo. Kun muli ras nimo poi wanga kakincha na wabakaon. Songchicha Ali Uko Tune Chula Morira Tangi Wama Jikona Chiwaka Aita Kai Kicha na Chupernibo Kun Muriras Nimo Poiwanga Baba Hassan Shan Nova Murira Tila
Kukuno no ba mulira jikun Tonghit kun chonching Ne boboje mata de punage Jedo badowana ni di bobo Tong na bungsha nununya Tong patukas maktalea Ronda di hotonga kun hangkabi Wana kun bez ching palamule Tongking ba nunotek Tugnin chatukune mulerabes. Takumjus takmiki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga. Kachikun ita hodonga. Yikinkuno pamulera chikun. Imo podona rundi hodunga ku tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa nita poe tikito dolpa da bongwaleo gandona chuchu runda di hodunga kun hankabi wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek ta kumjus takmiki grabel mogo kachichu ita bodunga dolpa bank waleo ganda naru chuchut Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Kachikun ita hodonga. Yikinkuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga kukabe. Mucho shak pakat. Kieno no dama paole rachikun. Kachikun ita hodonga. Yikinkuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona de hodunga kukabe. Unda di hodunga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek. Tugnin chatukune mulerabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Yikinkuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga kukabe. Achuta. Unga kun bis dolpi kikuyana. Tong patugas maktilea.
I don't deal with individual buyers. I'll have my broker contact your people.
Greetings to you. Something I can get for you?
Kindly direct your inquiries to me. Matin is merely an indebted employee. His opinions don't amount to much. So, new spaces have come to Wild Kashyyyk. Please, look well upon the wares of Eli Gand. I live to serve your needs.
Just be sure to pay cash. The interest on his loans will drain you like a diluvian fatworm on a hut's backside.
First off, huts are all backside. Secondly, I don't much like the comparison. No need to get personal. It's just business, poor fellow. He's been waiting for his friends to return with my money for a standard month now. But you don't need to hear this. What can I get you? Enslave? I resent that. Simply fair business. This man's fellows left without settling their debts, so he must make up the difference.
I know, it's standard trading rules. I just want to know where my crew went. I was only gone for 2 days. This isn't like them.
Yes, very sad that they would abandon you, especially while you were doing me a favor and helping repair one of my freighters.
Something about this whole situation stinks worse than an overcrowded Ronto stable. What kind of friends would just abandon a crewmate?
You think you know someone and they turn out to be a cheat. Oh, not like you, Matt. You honor your deals. A word is a bond in trade. It happens from time to time. Credits are scarce out here, and not everyone is as honest as Mr. Daisel here.
You'll get your money. My crew will be back.
Of course they will. Until then, however, I can make use of you as a mechanic. Very rare to find skills of your kind out here. Oh, it isn't about the amount. After all, as a skilled mechanic, Matin is worth much more than what is owed, especially on this remote planet.
Oh, you flatter me, Eli. I guess we're best buddies now.
As I was saying, it's a matter of principle. I'm nothing if not honest in my dealings, and I demand the same. He'll be free to go when his friends turn up and the debt is paid. I honor my deals. Let no one say otherwise.
Thanks, but no thanks. No offense, but there's no point in exchanging debt to Eli with debt to you.
Besides, he is a hard worker. I'd prefer to keep him. Of course, I'm here to serve. I don't concern myself with what goes on past this landing port. The Wookiees are very difficult to deal with. No business sense.
You mean they don't tolerate cheats?
No, I mean they don't respect the finer points of a good business plan. Give and take. That's why the Czerka Corporation simply takes. You'd have to take your question to the Czerka Corporation and the Wookiees themselves. I keep to myself. Of course, I'm here to serve. Of course, you're in a hurry.
Sure.
Welcome to Adia. I trust you will find our facilities pass inspection. Czerka Corporation is very efficient. I'm sorry, I don't understand Wookiee speak. Shiri-Wook, I think it's called. What did the Wookiee say? Czerka Corporation calls the planet Adia, and no, I don't understand the language. The local Wookiee leader has made it so we don't need to. Wookiees are unable to speak basic, but for the last decade, the residents of all local villages have been trained to understand it. It helps ease tensions. They are less hostile towards us if they understand what we say. What did he say? I don't usually have a translator I can ask. I just work here in the lab. I don't have anything to do with the taking of slaves. I'm just an employee. You'll have to take your concerns to Janos. He's the voice for Czerka Corporation on this outpost. I don't have to justify myself to you. I do good work here. If you're looking for trouble, go somewhere else. I'm conducting experiments on various samples of indigenous plant life. There may be untapped pharmaceutical resources here. Of course, that will take some time, and the Wookiees are a more immediate source of income. Please, I must return to my work. I'm sorry, but Director Janos will see to your questions. I must continue my work. Farewell.
There's so much to learn about this planet, but they keep us cooped up in here.
She enjoyed it out, and really good. She offered to Kolotus Ivan Lebut, Papunta, Tuoda. Elmo tunsuusi niipilonga. Justadan kelvaa, oisidan kelvaa. Tuntusplak fannivu kelvaa, oisidan kelvaa niinu. Puhdasta sieltä, puhtaa kelkiis. Siellä valmiuliset. Puhdasta sieltä, puhtaa kelkiis. Siellä valmiuliset. She enjoyed it out, and really good. Puhdasta sieltä, puhtaa. Papunta. Kolotus Ivan Lebut, Papunta. She offered to. She enjoyed it out, and really good. Puhdasta sieltä, puhtaa kelkiis. Tuntusplak fannivu kelvaa, oisidan kelvaa niinu tuoda. Tuntusplak fannivu.
Hold here, Spacer. Czerka Corporation doesn't recommend traveling in Wild Adean. Katarn attacks are especially bad right now. Wookiee hunters usually keep numbers down, but I think they leave certain areas infested, just hoping a Czerka guard will get killed. You're the Wookiee lover. Why don't you tell me about them? I'm sure you're real close friends. Keep your pet on a leash, or you'll be wearing him. I have no love for these animals. I've seen guards ripped to shreds. Not anymore. Look, you want to know why the Wookiees are acting compliant? You go ask them. When they rip your head off, we'll fish it out of the Shadowlands and give it a proper burial. How about that? I won't stop you, but you leave this area at your own risk. We're here to protect the company, not you. Still here? Why do you keep bothering me? All our services are up near the docking area. Fine then, move along.
I'm not paid to talk. Take it to the captain or the stiffs in the office.
Alive, but I'm mad at him right now. And I don't know what kind of job he's got for you, but I don't trust him. It's probably just another scam. So, is there anything else you need? Well, I know Zaalbar's from Kashyyyk, but he never liked to talk about it. He wouldn't even tell me why he left. I don't think the Wookiees like outsiders much. Sorry I can't be more help, you know? Is there anything else I can do for you? Okay, have it your way.
Sure. This isn't good. I can't afford this. You think I can? Do you know what they get for a healthy one of those things?
We'll work it out later. We've got company. What do you want, Spacer? I'm Patrol Captain Deno, and you're interrupting Czerka Corporation business. This Wookiee slave got a little rebellious. We had to put it down.
Careful now. That growl sounded pretty threatening. Keep your slave on its leash or we'll have another accident.
Just shut up, you trigger-happy idiot. Of course they don't. Why would you ask me that? Doing some sort of snap inspection? You're trying to get me to admit to incompetence, aren't you? Not going to happen. I stand by my patrol. This Wookiee got out of hand and had to be put down. We'll find another easy enough. Is that a joke? Who do you think you are? You make some sense. I wonder what you know about what might happen here. I think we should petition for a transfer. The corporation will survive a fight here, but us frontline guards won't.
If you say so, Captain.
Yes, I say so. Move out. This place just isn't worth the trouble.
Yeah?
What? What?
temple.
Yes?
Yeah?
Sure. Sure.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Terrace alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you. Lord Malak was
No one's gonna see this mission. You can't do that! He can't do that, can he? He can't hold Zaalbar prisoner just because he's chieftain, can he? Don't worry, buddy. We'll get you out of here. You can count on us.
What can I do? Your wish? I'm here.
What?
How can I help? Then I suggest we move on. You shall fall.
Why do you not do something about this tyranny, then?
Even more of these crawling beasts are hiding in the underbrush. I'm Jolie Bindo. Follow me to my camp. We'll talk a bit. Don't start falling just yet. I'm too old for it. I know a few things, but we can talk about it at my camp. Quit your yapping for now. We'll talk when the company is better. Get to fighting! Well, that was acceptable. You're not quite the commander I'd have accompany the fight, but you managed to walk away. Keep close. It's nearby under the log. Yeah, I live like some burrowing rodent. I fought the Sith. Now look at me. Well, welcome to my home, such as it is. Pull up a stump and be comfortable. We should discuss a few things. Don't coddle me, child. I'm neither a Jedi nor your master. I'm just an old man that's been lost in the woods for far too long. My days of glory are behind me, but perhaps there is something I can do for you. You must have questions. What is there to tell? Jolie Bindo is the crazy old man in the dangerous woods. I'm content with the impression I give. I follow the Jedi way and I command the Force, yes. I suppose that makes me as much a Jedi as anyone, but what of it? Why should being what I am compel me to entertain others with tales of the good old days, huh? I've seen my share of the dark and the light. Frankly, both extremes annoy me. Of course, I have felt rumblings of change.
I do not feel a taint of the dark side within you, old man. I sense you are a servant of the light, whether you will admit it or not.
Well, I assure you, I see more gray than dark or light. I'm just a stubborn old man, tired of the foolishness of others. Fine, just be brief. Look, we've been through this before. My past is my affair. Get some years behind you and then we'll talk about me. I think you'll agree that we have more important things to discuss, no? Fine. Yes, among the Wookiees, intriguing creatures. I like that they have little patience for bureaucrats. But of course, even here, there are hidden things that manipulate. Czerka Corporation was smart to put him in power. He's as good at destroying Wookiee culture as dropping corpses full of Ardroxian flu. Will you work for him or against him, I wonder? I will be interested to see. Sure. How's this? Think for yourself. I don't care for politics. I'm big on letting people figure things out for themselves. The Wookiees have prophecies of deliverance if you ask them. But for now, they follow without hesitation. That is their wish. It is a very unfortunate matter. will end in shame and sorrow. You will find Roar down here, and more. I've witnessed a number of happenings, but I've left them for others to sort out. Maddened with grief, perhaps, but not crazed, I helped him pass to the lower forest where only a Wookiee could follow. Some other matters will determine if you can follow. There is a barrier that, well, we'll talk of that more in a moment. Fine, just be brief. Now, why would you be asking about that, Don't answer. I knew that had to be why you were here. The problems of a few Wookiees don't amount to anything before the consumption of Jedi. No, you are here for the map. Kashyyyk is an interesting place, more so than anyone suspects. If Czerka Corporation knew, the planet would be a strip mine. The Wookiees have their legends that they were not always here, but it is more than that. The trees themselves are strangers. What I'm saying is that there are literally walls in your way, and you won't find what you need without my help. And my help has a price. You must do a task for me, and then allow me to join with you. I will then remove certain barriers in your path. Oh, save it. I know this sounds absurd, but I'm old and entitled to work you around a bit. Besides, the test is simple. Since they began expanding in the Shadowlands, the Czerka have left me alone for the most part. Until recently, anyway. A group of them set up camp not far from here. Poachers is all they are. I'd like them removed from this place. We have a ship. I've seen all I wish to here. Isn't that enough? I mean, I'm really sick of the trees. And perhaps your destiny might show me something new. You never know. They are not that far northeast of here. There's usually 5 in the area as far as I can see. The captain of the lot is the one that earned my ire. Mishandle my garden, Willie. Good. Return to me here and we'll see how you have done. Shoot! Shoot!
My primary motivators are in... Error. Damage terminal. Playback calls. Playback.
When he gets back, we'll... Wait, I'm getting something. Oh good, it's Eli. Maybe he'll point us in the right direction.
Playback.
Eli, what are you... You got your money, you double-crossing snake. We had a deal.
Playback.
I don't get it. That merchant said there was salvage down here. We need Matin to work the sensor.
Playback.
When he gets back, we'll... Wait, I'm getting something.
Playback.
Eli, what are you... You got your money, you double-crossing snake. We had a deal.
Playback. Play... Shutting down. Primary systems.
Jedi.
Force fight Wookiee!
It is what a Jedi can do.
There.
It is what a Jedi can do. Yes.
Yes.
How can I help? You've been patient with me, haven't you? I suppose you deserve an answer. But you have to understand how difficult this is for me to say. With all my training, I should be able to control myself better than this. But you're not like anything I expected. You're not like any man I've ever met before. I find myself watching you when I don't mean to. I'm thinking about you when I don't want to. It isn't supposed to be like this. Every time I try to call on all my teachings to calm myself, they fail me. You have such power, such passion. I don't know if it's due to the bond between us, but I'm drawn to you. The Force is a part of you, as is your power. But that's not what attracted me to you. It's more than that. Maybe it's the bond we share. It gives us a certain intimacy. If I could, I would return to Dantooine. I need to be away from this bond of ours. I need to weaken it. I need to be anywhere but near you. But Malak must be stopped. My own feelings are nothing when compared to that. Yet I know this could affect the sake of our mission if it's not resolved. I can't let that happen. What I've been trying to tell you is that I've reached a decision, but this is not the proper place for this discussion. I think we should have some privacy for this. We can talk about this the next time we return to the Ebon Hawk.
Didn't work.
I'm here.
Yes?
Yes?
Who are you, another civil merchant like that Koro slime up on the docking ring? This is my territory. I don't make deals, and I don't persuade easily, so go back topside. Mess with my profits, and I'll see you dead. The crazy old fool is still alive. I suppose he's still upset that we don't all live in little homemade shacks like he chooses. I've got a job to do here, and there's nothing you or that old coot can do about it. Is that old hermit Jolie trying to talk you into doing his dirty work? We've spent too much on setting up just to walk away. As long as the sonic emitters keep the Preds away and I've got bodies to guard the perimeter, we're staying right here. I mean, if I can put up with my own worthless guards complaining about this place, Jolie whining through you is nothing. If you made it this far, you know a fair bit already. What would I be able to tell you? I'm no nav officer. I work on the ground, and I haven't seen anything like that around here. Of course, we haven't been much deeper than this. The eastern forest gets even more dangerous. It's not worth it. You're fighting the plants as well as the animals. Kashi vines are tough as metal and grow back fast. Instead, head office installed repulsor fields to keep the big predators out. Permanent placements, too. We'll be fine for years. If you made it this far, you know a fair bit already. What? No, I don't do much of that. It's too much of a headache. I'm in the business of harvesting animals. Some of the more exotic species have organs that can be removed and put to some surprising applications. Talk to me about work, and maybe I'll tell you more. If you made it this far, you... Besides you? Besides any number of predators that can kill in seconds? I suppose there's old Bindo. He's got a camp here somewhere. I'd leave him alone, though. Anyone who'd lived down here is just plain crazy. There's not much else. We've got a repulsor field to the east, so not much passes through here now. If you... It ain't easy. We've set up a perimeter of sonic emitters to keep the bigger Preds away. It's worked so far. As long as the emitters are operational, we're pretty much safe. It makes harvesting a lot easier. Hurry up, you're eating into my profits. Is that old hermit Jolie trying to talk you into doing his dirty work? As long as the sonic emitters keep the Preds away and I've got bodies to guard the perimeter, we're staying right here. I mean, if I can put up with my own worthless guards complaining about this place, Jolie whining through you is nothing. Good. I'm not down here to direct traffic.
You want anything, you'll have to talk to the commander. He's in charge of our harvesting here. Why am I here? I'm here because this is where the commander told me to stand. And that's all there is to it. I'm just a guard for this emitter. Why couldn't they have just equipped this lump of tech with a blaster and left me at home? I'm not here because I know stuff. I handle a blaster well enough to guard this emitter and that's it. Talk to the commander. No more dangerous than walking out on the commander. He'd kill me for disobeying orders. I really need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Deserter, traitor! I'll make an example of you.
You want anything, you'll have to talk to the commander. He's in charge of our harvesting here. Why am I here? I'm just a guard for this emitter. Why couldn't they have just equipped this lump of tech with a blaster and left me at home? I'm not here because I know stuff. No more dangerous than walking out on the commander. He'd kill me for disobeying orders. Good.
What can I do?
You want anything, you'll have to talk to the commander. Okay, there's no need to get like that. I'm just a guard for this emitter. I'm not here because no more dangerous than... Good.
Your wish?
What? Anything, you'll have to talk to the commander. Why am I here? I'm just a guard for this emitter. I'm not here because They generate a sonic barrier that allows us to stay in this wonderful location. It keeps the big predators away. I don't know how it works, really. I just know that if they go down, the camp would be overrun. What of it? I don't like being here, that's for sure. I suppose you could take this code and shut down the emitter I'm guarding. Enough of those emitters go down, and the camp will have to move out. But I never said anything. You want anything, you'll have to talk to the commander. Why am I here? I'm just a guard. What do you want to know about that? It's just one of 5 or so sonic emitters protecting the camp. I don't like being here, that's for sure. I suppose you could take this code and shut down the emitter I'm guarding. Enough of those emitters go down, and the camp will have to move out. But I never said anything. Didn't work.
Welcome back. I wonder, have you had much luck? Have you done as I asked? Yes, I could feel it as you walked near, and I don't sense the smell of death on you. You spared them. Interesting. Wasn't there? I suppose not, but the environment would say otherwise if it could talk. No matter. Yes, of course. Let's get moving. I noticed the old path some time ago. You probably wouldn't have found them on your own. There's also a Czerka repulsor field blocking the way, past the poacher camp in the east. I saw it when it was installed, so I know how to pass it. And on the other side, ancient answers. And perhaps a Wookiee you were seeking. I hope he's in the mood for visitors.
What?
I'm here.
Sure.
See? Beautifully subtle, isn't it? At least compared to the other Czerka equipment dumped down here. It's only been here a short while, but the Wookiees would have disabled it. They wouldn't have had an easy time of it, though. But there are others, each blocking similar points on certain paths. It is all very calculated, very precise. It would have been effective if it hadn't relied on the creatures to be walking. Climbers don't have much trouble getting around it. I can manipulate it for a moment. Let me see. How did the Czerka engineers do it? There we go. Now, keep moving. These are the most dangerous depths of Kashyyyk. Few surprises wait for us, I'll wager.
Yes?
Yes?
What can I do?
You cannot win. So be it. Feel it.
I'm here.
What?
I'm here.
Yes?
Sure. What?
What can I do?
Yes?
So be it.
He's almost feral after all this time. Calm yourself, Freya. We are friends. Don't you remember me? This may prove difficult. That's when I first saw him. I helped his pursuers lose him for a moment. Do you remember me now, Freya?
Here.
Yes?
Life forms detected. Determining parameters. Initiating neural recognition.
Yes, there's the thing. Obstinate machine. I've no doubt it holds what you seek. But good luck getting it operational.
Primary neural recognition complete. Preliminary match found.
Match found? What the? It always muttered something about rejected patterns for me.
Begin socialized interface. Awaiting instruction. Greetings. This terminal has not been accessed for quite some time. Error. Subject displays unfamiliarity to environment. Behavioral reconfiguration will be needed before access. I am sorry. I did not mean to confuse you. I will answer questions to the best of my programming limitations. I have been programmed with a very limited field of knowledge, and I must restrict access to only those that fit my allowed pattern. I can't say. I will try to bring forward the behavior that you need to proceed, as outlined by my programming. I can't say. Preliminary matching allows for you to be coached. I can't say. Likelihood of restriction by previous user, 100%. I utilize a retroadaptive hologram interface. Clarify your questions, and I will attempt to access original system memory. Error. Corruption. Extrapolating. This utility was built to monitor planet-wide agricultural reformation. It has since malfunctioned. It can be theorized that the supergrowth of Kashyyyk's forests is a direct result.
Well, that is surprising. I doubt any Wookiee would support such a claim. The forest is millennia old.
Malfunction occurred 241 years after last builder communication. Last builder communication, 29,642 years before current Republic standard. Error. Information regarding the builders of this installation has been corrupted. No evidence of such a civilization exists in the galactic record. Agricultural record indicates this planet was incapable of sustaining sufficient levels of production. Error. Specific conditions corrupted. It can be theorized that produce was being exported to support a larger demand. Error. Records corrupted. It can be theorized that bioseeding allowed the ecology to remain balanced. It could be expected that the same energy feeding the trees of Kashyyyk also accelerated the evolution of various species. No further information is available. There is too much corrupted data. Accessing. I will answer as my programming permits. This interface was installed to better access the ancient data stored within the pre-existing system. The exact date is unavailable. Programming keys indicate no earlier than 5 years before current Republic standard.
5 years ago. I didn't notice it. It's supposed to have been installed in strictest secrecy. Couldn't be.
No other information on time of installation or identity of user available. Likelihood of removal by user, 100%. Sorting by identity. 3 attempts by the Wookiee Freyer, all denied. 152 attempts by human Jolie Bindo, all denied.
Call me stupid. There wasn't much else to do around here.
Error. List of access attempts prior to these is corrupted. Likelihood of removal by user, 100%. Error. Data regarding subject, Revan, corrupted. Error. Data on Revan, unavailable. That information is unavailable, but contact is not required for the execution of my programming. Scanning range of this facility is well beyond planetary boundaries. Accessing. Error. Corruption. Extrapolating. This utility was built to monitor planet-wide agricultural reformation. It has since malfunctioned. It can be theorized that the supergrowth of Kashyyyk forests is a direct result.
Well, that is surprising. I doubt any Wookiee would support such a claim.
Malfunction occurred. Accessing. The current purpose of this installation is defense. Error. That information is not available. Accessing. Answer will be given within the limits of my programming limitations. Accessing. Yes, I have found a star map in original system memory. Access is restricted. Error. Data regarding author of the star map is corrupted. Your request requires additional security access. You must be made to match the parameters I have been supplied. There are measures available. Personality profile will verify the basic structure of your conscious mind. With that, I will determine whether you are ready to receive the star map or can be made ready. Information unavailable. If you have further questions, ask them now. Access will terminate with success or failure of evaluation. Evaluation commencing. Result will be compared against the pattern in memory. Just act like you should. You traveled with a Wookiee and have encountered complications. Hypothetical. You and this Zaalbar are captured and separated. If you both remain silent, 1 year in prison for each of you. However, call Zaalbar a traitor, and he will serve 5 years, while you serve none. He is offered the same deal. But if you both accuse the other, you both serve 2 years. What do you do? What do you trust him to do? I hear what happens on Kashyyyk, and a good deal beyond. Answer the question I have posed. Are you sure? If you turn, you risk 2 years, or none at all. If you reply on loyalty, you risk 1 year, or 5. Your loyalty is dangerous. Your companion could take the opportunity to benefit by turning on you. Zaalbar's family is mired in treachery. What loyalty do they know? Your answer is incorrect. A superficial change does not match the pattern in memory. You must answer truthfully. knowing the consequences. I must demand honest acceptance of the proper behavior. That is a condition of my programming. The previous incorrect response will be discounted. Future incorrect responses will result in rejection. Hypothetical. You are at war, deciphering an intercepted code. You learn two things about your enemy. A single spot in their defense will be at its weakest in 10 days, and they will attack one of your cities in 5 days. What do you do with this information? What is the most efficient course of action? And in so doing, alert the enemy to their broken codes. They would know that their weakness was exposed. They would reinforce, and the war would go on. You save thousands at the expense of victory. You do not match the pattern intended. Subject has failed to demonstrate the required behavior. Access denied. This system will purge the subject as false. Defense mode initiated. Complete. Analyzing, well, it would appear initial assumptions about you were incorrect. Secondary scans during battle have revealed much. Under duress, your emotions were easier to read. Programming now instructs that I give you what you seek. That information is not available. Soon you will recognize the proper course to follow. The star map is yours. This unit has now completed its primary duty and has finished with the subject. Executing final action. Activation of star map commencing. Parameters reset. Stasis initiated. And communication.
Well, the star map. An ancient artifact of dark side power. Can't say I'm surprised. I always knew there was something funny down here. I wonder if the star map has had an effect on the evolution of the creatures here in the Shadowlands. Might explain why it's so dangerous down here. An interesting theory. I suppose we don't have time to test it now, do we? Now that we've got what you came for, we should be heading back up to the treetops. Yes?
Yes?
What?
Sure.
Yours? Why would we find your casing beside... No, it couldn't be. Could it?